COVID-19 made healthcare the central focal point, and hence a marked increase in budgetary health spend is expected. Allocation on COVID-19 response and vaccination, increased investments in primary health and digital health infrastructure, and an expansion of Ayushman Bharat will be watched out for. The industry also demands tax breaks and easier loans and lands for setting up hospitals, as well as more SOPs for local manufacturing of drugs and medical devices.
The auto sector has reiterated its demand for an incentive-based vehicle scrappage policy with rebate on GST, road tax and registration tax for new vehicles purchased after scrapping off an old one. The sector has also recommended increasing the depreciation rate on passenger vehicles and two-wheelers to 25% from the current rate of 15%. Moreover, the sector will be keenly awaiting details on the PLI scheme on the auto and auto component sector to really kickstart investments in this space, as well as for clarity on EV adoption, battery manufacturing operations in the country, and for a comprehensive charging infrastructure.
The insurance industry expects an increase in the FDI limit to 74% from the current 49%. Also, general insurance companies expect doubling of the income tax deduction limit under Section 80D for health insurance premiums and a separate IT deduction window for property insurance premiums. The FMCG and retail sector expect increased spending on the agriculture as well as the infrastructure space, also a cut in income tax to boost the overall demand. And finally, it's best not done, but if any, then only a mid-single digit hike in terms of excise on cigarettes.
Well, the travel and tourism sector wants infrastructure status for the industry. They want income tax exemptions for the domestic travel. They want export earnings to be made tax-free, and they also want creation of a national tourism council. For aviation sector, they want ATF to be brought under GST. They want removal of excise duty from ATF. They also want removal of IGST on re-import of parts. Overall, steps on privatization are also expected.
A uniform loan-to-value ratio of 90% for all home loans, higher HRA exemptions and the removal of the 2 lakh rupee ceiling on IT deductions for interest on housing loans are some of the demands of the real estate sector come Budget 2021. On the infrastructure side, the hope is that the government will introduce a line of credit to states to invest in the national infrastructure pipeline, while also introducing operational subsidies to public transport operators to tide over COVID-19 losses.
One of the main demands of startups is that ESOPs be taxed only at the time of sale of shares, and that the relaxations on ESOPs be applicable to all DPIIT registered startups. Domestic investors in startups want the harmonization of tax rate on long-term capital gains on par with non-resident investors at 10%, and a reduction in the 1% TDS on e-commerce transactions is another demand. The IT sector wants that the 15% corporate tax rate be extended to all new units, not only in the manufacturing sector but also for the services sector, and they want that the buyback tax be abolished.
Recapitalization of public sector banks, the potential creation of something like a bad bank to manage NPAs and non-performing assets, even the creation of a DFI or a development finance institution to further infrastructure lending, and lastly, steps towards privatization of public sector banks through an investment company are some of the key expectations from the banking sector for the upcoming union budget.